The Michael Jackson movie moves to October for Oscar consideration, but also better box office. So earlier yesterday, we got news. We got news that the Michael Jackson movie was going to be moving, but Mickey 17 took its April 18th, 2025 place. So let's get right into this. Lionsgate, the company announced Tuesday that its Michael Jackson biopic, directed by Antoine Fuqua, is now slated to hit theaters in wide release on October 3rd, 2025. The feature is moving back by 6 months from its previously planned April 2025 release date. That's very good news because it looks good, because Lionsgate, from what we're all hearing, is thinking that this has some serious Oscar consideration. They also think it has a great chance of being a massive box office hit. But why does this look like they're looking at a better box office? Well, let's take a look at this. The Graham King produced the film Michael is now positioned in awards corridor next year. Previously, King's Queen film, Bohemian Rhapsody, opened November 2nd, 2018 to $51 million stateside and went on to gross $216.4 million stateside and $903.6 million worldwide, plus 4 Oscar wins, including Best Actor. This is phenomenal news, I think. I think this is great news for the Michael movie. It shows that Lionsgate has some serious implications for it. Serious implications. Because if they didn't, they would have just left it there. I'm sorry, not many films come from January, February, March, and April, and May all the way to the Oscars, because some films get forgotten about. Unless you're a film like, say, Get Out, Judas and the Black Messiah, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Those films stick around. They get the Oscar nominations. This is very intriguing because with Michael is a very polarizing figure. Some people are going to hate the way they talk about a certain thing. Some people are going to like a way they talk about a certain thing. It's going to be based on your thoughts on what potentially happened, on what maybe or maybe did not happen. I wasn't there for it. I wasn't even alive for those accusations. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. But this is all about box office and Oscars. I think that Michael Jackson's movie has a great chance at being up for an Oscar. I mean, you're right in the Oscar season, right in the very beginning of Oscar season. And I mean the very, very beginning. I mean, you can sneeze and you're into the Oscar season. And we're in it right now. We're in it right now. We've got films like Conclave out there. We've got Wicked coming out. We have Dune Part 2 that's already passed. There's not many films that have come out yet in wide release that are up for Oscar consideration yet. Because this is what we want. This is what we want. We want them to come out later in the year because then we got to wait for them. Sure, we want other films, but here's the thing. You can look at something like The Green Knight, which was a very good and well-shot film. Should have been up for a couple Oscars. It got forgotten about. If you put your award consideration film up there in March or April, there's a good shot it's going to be forgotten about unless you're somebody like a Bong Joon-ho, a Tarantino, a Scorsese. I mean, Mickey 17 could be in its perfect spot. It could be the perfect place for it to get Oscar consideration and awards wins right before Easter. You also got The Passion of the Christ 2 coming out, so that's going to take the religious audience out of there. So we'll see what happens. Do you think that the Michael Jackson movie is going to have some massive Oscar implications and fare as well as Bohemian Rhapsody did at the box office, making almost $900 million? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below and let me know your thoughts. Going into the comments, I'm looking forward to the Michael Jackson biopic, says Michael. So am I. I think it's going to be a good film with his nephew playing him. Very interesting, seeing how, from what I've heard from other places, that it's a very close role. He looks like him, he sounds like him, he moves like him from what we've heard. And from what we've seen so far, the makeup does look very good. So we're looking at a potential Oscar nomination for all of the makeup, maybe the costume design, maybe a score. Probably not original song. I'm not gonna say original song, but probably score. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts.